So you don't have time to consume an entire podcast. That's okay. Enjoy the highlights on TRS Clips. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell icon. How do you look so young, bro? Like, for real though. How do you look so young? Is it the vegetarianism?
Some changes definitely, but I think eventually it's all in your soul. It's in your heart. It's the emotions that drive you. You know, like I focus on my children a lot because there's so much pure energy out there. You know, and it's just unadulterated, raw, beautiful emotion. You know, so it's like I feel enriched whenever I spend time with them. It takes me back to the version of me that I loved the most, which was the child version of me, where everything was amazing. You know, so I just try and focus on that physically. I'm pretty disciplined when it comes to sleep. Now, I used to be a complete insomniac, and then I flipped that after I had my kids because, you know, I decided that I need to run my day according to them because they can't run it according to me, right? So I went that way, and so yeah, and I'm vegetarian. I don't drink, and I've been a smoker on and off, but now for a few years I haven't smoked. I think Kabir Singh kind of did it for me. I can't. I'm done, bro. So I was done.
Do you think about Kabir Singh a lot?
I think about. I mean, it's like this huge mountain that I just crossed, or like this huge peak that I came onto. You know, so of course it's right there in my mind, but it's behind me. You know,
Yeah.
it's beautiful to look back at things that you've done, but don't put them in front of yourself.
You meditate
I do, yes.
every day?
I mean, I don't like discussing it too much in detail because I feel like it's something so private. But yet, that is a big part of my life.
It'll help people if you put it out.
Yeah, it is a big part of my life.
And it's kept you
Best thing you can do.
Yeah, 100%.
Wake up in the morning, do your meditation, get a workout. You're good to go.
Let's talk about lifestyle choices. How did you build that Kamine body and the Urta Punjab body on a vegetarian diet? What did you eat?
Man, I used to eat the same thing day in and day out for months. I'm not done that. I can't do that anymore. You know.
You've been veg throughout your life?
No, I turned vegetarian when I was 20.
Okay.
Before that, I pretty much ate everything.
So at least in your film career, you've been vegetarian.
Yeah, all through. From the time I debuted, I was vegetarian.
When you have to actually put on muscle as a vegetarian, what do you end up eating?
A lot of protein, and you train a lot, and it happens.
Like paneer,
It's-
tofu.
There's so much vegan stuff that you can eat today. You know, you want to get protein, you can get it from so many sources. I mean, they're vegan sources. You don't even need to go to milk products. You don't need to go to whey protein, for example. There's enough vegan protein out there. There's pea protein. There's tofu. There's edamame. There's a lot right now.
Are you comfortable sharing like just a day's outline? Say if you're beefing up for a project, what would you eat from like breakfast?
I can't beef up anymore. I really can't because like it doesn't suit my system anymore. I can't eat large amounts of protein. And actually, I went through a phase. I was a skinny kid. Okay, so I went through a phase where I just wanted to look big because like I wanted to like change that about myself. And then when you do that, it takes a toll on your system. You know, so in your 20s and 30s, you can do it. But later on, because you pushed so much into your system, so many carbs and this, and you're trying to be somebody or not. And, you know, and now I'm really enjoying being my natural self. Like, I think I feel my best version because I'm just being me. And I'm not a very big built guy. I'm a boyish frame, lean guy. And I just want to be the best version of that. I don't want to become somebody I'm not. So my philosophies might not be the types that will give people some goals, but I think that's the best goal. And eventually I came to that place where I was like, I'm going to be the best version of me. Whatever is me, and I'm going to make that worth it.
What I sense from you after exchanging energies like this is that you have your mental health in check, dude. Like,
I think I do, yeah.
And I don't sense that from a lot of people in your industry, honestly.
Yeah, I think I'm there now. I wouldn't say I was there always. I feel very centered, and I feel like I'm keeping it simple. And you have to push the noise away, man.
What do you mean?
The noise,
Dunya.
the stuff that doesn't matter, that you think matters. To figure it out.
Which is
Very
subjective.
simple stuff matters.
Okay.
Really, we overthink the shit out of everything. You know, when you start thinking less, doing more, feeling more, following that inner voice that comes to you, and just going with it. Just go with it. Don't fight it so much. push hard, but go with it.
Dude, like I knew that this was the answer 2 years ago, but what helped me a lot was stretching and doing yoga, getting into that.
Yeah, of course, that's amazing. Yoga is amazing. I think it's hugely therapeutic.
Did it do the same for you? Like,
I haven't been able to do it in a sustained manner because I've not had the time. But I think yoga, I did it for a few months during the lockdown. It's the best thing that I did, man. It's so beautiful and it's so superior to so many other these really cool, forms of physical whatever exercise or whatever you want to call it. But yoga is so superior because it's mind, body, and soul. It's like all three dimensions are being covered, and that's how it harmonizes everything.
I really want to get intrusive with you and ask you're doing some right shit in your lifestyle. I don't know what you're doing. I've spoken to too many people from your industry to know whose lifestyle is in check versus who's not.
Okay.
What are you doing in your lifestyle? Like, what's your exercise? Like, you must be doing some stretching or something that's helping with your mental health.
You don't need to do physical things for mental health. You need to do spiritual things for mental health. Because it's the mind and the soul are two totally different entities which survive in the same physical body that you're in. And the mind is everything outward and the soul is everything upward. So the more you connect with your soul, it actually keeps your mind calm. Because the mind is a beast. It'll eat you up.
And the calm mind also becomes an armor in terms of...
The calm mind is great because you can't absorb anything. You can't receive anything. If you're so busy shouting and, moving around, you need to be still. The mind needs to be still.
Yeah.
Everything will come to you when your mind is still. You can't go to things. Things will come to you.
What I'm going to say might sound like it's the end of the conversation, but it's not. So
अभी तो जाने नहीं देगा मुझे.
I want to get to the core of Shahid Kapoor, honestly. I'm loving this, firstly.
Right, lovely.
Secondly, this energy about you, this shanti inside you, I sincerely hope, like as a human being, it never leaves you, man. And
I hope so too,
yeah,
man. It's not something that I can't say I was like this always. I think, I'm just in a good place right now. I'm feeling good about it and I hope that it stays too, yeah.